This year was stacked with tons of new games, but there are a lot of people with limited budgets unable to acquire payments because of their age or simply do not want to spend real money on new games. Either way, free-to-play games are always appreciated. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It is Gromo, and today we have a list of the best free-to-play new games for PC in 2021. And before we get into it, make sure to join the channel and subscribe, leave a like and a nice comment down below, and I might feature a comment in a future video. Anyways, number 1 is Blood Hunt. Blood Hunt is a free-to-play battle royale game set in a modern city streets and rooftops, where players can take control of a vampire attempting to survive in a post-war period, facing both other vampires and humans. Players can battle alone or team up as groups to be stronger and have a better chance winning, and they can use ranged weapons, melee weapons, and vampiric powers. Players must also hide their vampiric identities from humans to stay safe and survive in daytime, where most of their powers are useless. The game is very appealing visually and one of the best free-to-play battle royale games for PC in 2021. Second game is Roll Champions. Roll Champions is a free-to-play multiplayer sports game that combines skating, rugby, basketball, and some Rocket League elements, and it's played from a third-person perspective. In the game, 2 teams of 3 players compete to earn 5 points within 7 minutes by putting a ball into a goal. A player must gain control of the ball and skate at least 1 lap without being interrupted by opponents in order to score, and by completing more laps, players can earn more points per goal. However, their progression will be lost if they are stopped by opponents. When one side gets hold of the ball, the other team must attempt to tackle and knock it over, though such attempts can be avoided. The game looks fun, and it's a unique free-to-play game that deserves checking out. Next, number 3 is Halo Infinite Multiplayer. Halo Infinite is one of the most anticipated games of this year, and Halo Infinite Multiplayer will be free-to-play, and that will open Halo to a massive new audience that did not have access to it before because of the pricing barrier. The multiplayer will launch simultaneously with the Halo campaign, exactly like what Activision did with Warzone and Call of Duty, and that formula was hugely successful, driving over 50 million players to Warzone in the first week of the launch. And I personally believe that more and more gaming companies will follow the same steps. And that's a big win for free-to-play gamers. Halo will be released during the holiday season of 2021, and it's a great game to start the next year with. Next, number 4 is eFootball 2022. eFootball is a free-to-play sports simulation game developed and published by Konami. It is a free-to-play game that has been rebranded from the original Pro Evolution Soccer series known as PES to the eFootball series. The game was published a few weeks ago and received extremely negative feedback on Steam due to the poor visuals and controls. Anyways, Konami acknowledged the problem and posted an apology and promised to update and fix the game, which I believe will happen eventually, and the game will be in a better state in the future, hopefully. Next, game number 5 is Rogue Company. Rogue Company is a free-to-play third-person shooter game that features a range of playable characters, referred to as rogues. The game features objective-based game modes in various maps. Matches are made up of multiple rounds, with each round beginning with both teams jumping from a plane to the field to compete against each other, and the team with the higher elimination count will win the round. Between rounds, players may use money earned from completing tasks and eliminating players in the previous round to buy and upgrade weapons, equipments, and perks. The game is available on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC for absolutely free. Next game, number 6, is 9 to 5. 9 to 5 is a 3v3v3 first-person shooter game that is completely free-to-play, and it's set in a future where corporations rule the world, and players take control of one of their mercenaries, who take orders from them and have to work as a team to achieve certain objectives and get the job done. In 9 to 5, players can customize their loadouts and modify their weapons and characters to advance in the field and outfight their opponents. The game is 2021 release, and I am looking forward in playing it. Next, number 7 is Enlisted. Enlisted is a free-to-play first-person shooter game that pits soldiers, ground vehicles, and aircrafts against each other on the same battlefield. Players control a squad of soldiers of variety classes, armed with different weapons such as rifles, machine guns, sniper rifles, rockets, flamethrowers, and many other weapons, in order to defend themselves against other players. The most recent campaign is called the Battle of Tunisia, and it's set in North Africa, specifically Tunisia, during the British War in North Africa. The area appears to be stunning, with beautiful buildings and wonderful visuals. I'm really excited about this new campaign, and I strongly recommend it to everyone. Number 8 is Caliber. Caliber is a free third-person online action game dedicated to modern special forces. The game puts teams of 4 players against each other, with everyone having his own unique function and role in battle. The Assault is the most mobile member of the team. He can quickly eliminate dangerous opponents on the rear or on the line of contact. The Marksman can eliminate opponents at long distances, and he is the most self-sufficient operator in the squad. The Medic. His job consists of healing the wounded. He is lightly armed and vulnerable. And finally, the Support. He is sturdy and heavily armed. He can cover his team and reduce the damage their allies take. Caliber is available on PC, and it's one of the best shooter games of 2021. Next, number 9 is Scavengers. Scavengers is a free-to-play action survival shooter game in which 3-person squads compete to survive and dominate in a combination of sandbox-style survival matches. In Scavengers, players can choose from a roster of customizable characters, with different outfits and unique combinations of skills, powers and weapons, and overcome the difficulties of a harsh wasteland while also outsmarting and outfighting other player opponents. Scavengers was initially released in the beginning of this year, and it's available for free on PC, Xbox and PlayStation. And finally, number 10 is Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis. This game is a free-to-play open-world game with really good graphics and gameplay. It's a remake of the original Phantasy Star Online, a well-known Japanese franchise. In this game, players take control of a 21-year-old teenager, and they progress in his adventure by exploring the world and fighting monsters. The game gives me Horizon Zero Dawn vibes, with robot enemies and environment. The game is available for free on PlayStation, Xbox and PC. Now, before finishing the video, let me mention some extra bonus games. The first one is Deathly Stainless. This is a zombie game with very good graphics where you have to fight waves of zombies in a small map. Nier 4. It's a free-to-play open-world Asian fantasy MMORPG that can be cross-played on both PC and mobile devices and features PvP battles. Soul Dosa, a multiplayer horror game where 5 players can play with each other and one of them is the imposter that have to kill them. It's similar to Friday the 13th game. And Xera, an open-world free-to-play survival game where you can craft, build and survive with your friends, similar to games like Rust and Green Hell. If you want to try a free-to-play survival game, I recommend this game. And that's it for today. If you want to support our work, subscribe to the channel, I really appreciate it. And as always, stay home, stay safe, play games and peace out.